Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the video useful, please subscribe to the channel. In this video, we'll solve this trigonometry model problem. As per the problem, write an equation for the function. We are given a graph for the function. We have to analyze this graph to write the equation of this function. The first step is to find the maximum and minimum values for this function. As we can see in this graph, the maximum value for the function is 2 and the minimum value is -8. We can use these values to find the amplitude and the vertical translation or the midline for this function. Let's start by finding the amplitude. The formula for amplitude is maximum value minus the minimum value divided by 2. 2 minus -8 is equivalent to 2 plus 8. The amplitude is equal to 5. Next, we can find the midline or the vertical translation. The midline is a horizontal line that passes through the middle of the graph. Since the midline is a horizontal line, we write its equation as y equals, and the formula is maximum plus minimum divided by 2. 2 plus -8 is equivalent to 2 minus 8. I get -3. So the midline is y equals -3. Now we can write the equation for this function. First, we should decide whether we should use sine function or cosine function to write the equation. For that, we should analyze this graph. The first step is to draw the midline. We draw the horizontal line that passes through -3 on the vertical axis. As you can see, this midline passes through the curve on the vertical axis. That means we should use sine to write the equation for this function. We cannot use cosine function for this graph because from this graph we cannot identify the exact x coordinate of the maximum point on the right side of the vertical axis and the x coordinate of the maximum point on the left side of the vertical axis. So we should not use cos function for this graph. We should use the sine function. The general equation of a transformed sine function is y equals a times sine of k times x minus d plus c. We have to find the values of transformation constants a, k, d and c. Different teachers use different letters for these constants. The resulting transformations are the same. Let's start with the a value. In this function, there is no reflection over the x-axis because as we can see in the graph goes in the upward direction from left to right after crossing the vertical axis. So the a value is equal to the amplitude value 5. We can find the value of k using the formula 360 over period. We use 360 in this formula because the period of the parent sine function is 360 degrees. We can find the period of the function from the given graph. As we can see in the given graph, the point where the midline crosses the graph on the vertical axis can be the starting point of a cycle, point A, and the end point of this cycle is point B. these 2 points are 3 units apart. Therefore, the period of this function is 3. So the k value is 120. Next, we can find the d value. D represents phase shift. In the given graph, the midline crosses the curve on the vertical axis, so the phase shift for sine function is equal to 0. And the C value is equal to the midline value, -3. We can use these values to write the equation of the function. X minus 0 is equal to just x. This is the equation of the given function. This should be the final answer for this problem. So these are the steps you have to keep in mind to solve this problem. I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.